Hi guys, welcome back. So let's continue from where we left. So in the previous video, if you want to see that, it will be there in the I button. So what we did, let me decrease this music. Okay. So what we did in the previous session, we did a brute force approach to solve this. Okay, so I wanted to tell you, like, we will need to calculate the complexity of this algorithm. So basically, what is the complexity of this algorithm? So we know k is the size and there are n elements. So if I have to say complexity of this algorithm, so O of n into k. So n is the number of elements, k is the size. So we'll have a detailed discussion about how to calculate a complexity of an algorithm. But let's get an idea. Let's do it in a raw way. So how we can do that? I took a variable called iterator. Okay, so in my inner loop, what I'm doing is I'm just increasing it with 1. So before returning, I just wanted to make sure, like, how many times I have gone through this loop. We can see here also 10 times with the help of a playground. I'm just printing it, iterator equal to 10. So is there any other better approach by which we can solve this? Yes. So we'll try the new approach now. So let's see. So what I will do, let's remove whatever functionality we have inside. So the approach, what we are going to try is the sliding window. So if we'll take this example, and you can see here what we are doing is, so assume if this is my active window. Okay. So what we are doing is we have a sum of this window, and then if I need to switch the window, so the window is this. Now I take the window like this. So what I would be doing, subtracting the first element from the window, adding a new element in the window. So that way I can actually try this approach, a sliding window approach. So here again, what I will do, I'll remove the first element, add the new element, and similarly here. So we'll see how in the code it would look. So what we are doing here, the efficient part which we have to notice is, previously we had 2 loops. In this way, what we are doing is we will be running the first loop, and then we'll be doing little tweaks where, like, we'll decide to remove this element, add this element. Since we have a sum of this, so say, like, I'll give you an example. 5, 1, 2 is what? 8. Okay. So now I have 8 as a sum. So what I will do, if I'll add 1, it'll become 9, and remove 2. So the second window sum is 7. So can we get that? Yes, 5, 1, 1. And similarly here. So here, if it is 7, what I'm doing is subtracting 1, adding 3. So 7 plus 3, 10, minus 1, 9. 5, 1, 3 is also 9. So let's see how we can get it in the code, and we'll see the iterator I showed you that gave value 10, and we'll see in this case what value we get. Okay, so I told, let me create a S0. So window is what? My first window. Depends on the size. Since it is 3, my first window is K215. So I'm starting with sum 0. Let me start with the for loop. So what I would be doing is index. Basically, it will be starting with 0, and it should be array of count. Fine. So what we are doing is we will start from 0, which is, this is at index 0. Then we'll go till the count. Less than count, why we do that? Count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But what we are doing is we are starting from 0. So the index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we are here. So what I will do is, Windows sum is what? Windows sum I need to calculate. I will say plus equal to my array value is index. So what we did here is we kept on increasing. If I run this plain and simple, what sum it will give is it will say 2 plus 1, 3, 8, 9, 12 and 14. So it will give me 14 as a result. So we told we need to calculate the Windows sum, but we need to figure out from where the window is starting. So let me take another variable, say window start. So that also I will give an initial value which is at 0th index. Okay, so I'll say Windows sum you do, and then I'll check if index, okay, index is greater than equal to size minus 1. Okay, so my index is greater than, so index will be first will be 0, 1, 2, correct? The moment it will reach 3, okay, that's where I have to actually slide my window. So you remember how I explained? So the first window is this. So say like initially when we went into the loop, it was 2. So 0 plus 2, 2, then 1, then 5. Now the moment when we reached 1, what we have to do from the sum, we have to remove this, correct? So, and again we have to check if this is greater or this is greater. So two things we have to do. So how we will do that, I'm showing you. So when index is size, which is 3 minus 1, 2, so 0, 1, 2, the moment counter comes here, what we need to do, we need to add this, remove this. So how? Let's do that. So when the index is plus 1, so that means 1 is already added. Okay, so window has become this, we will remove 2. So let's do that. If index is here, so what we will do is window sum minus equal to array of my window start. So initially it will be 0. So what we are doing is we are removing 2 from the sum. So the Windows sum is calculated, and we will increment our window start with 1. Understood? Clear? Okay. So window start is. Now what we need to do, what is our maximum sum? So maximum sum is equal to max of first value I will take, if maximum sum whatever previous value, and the new value is window sum. Okay, so yeah, so what we wanted to do here is first we'll take this window. The moment I reach to this index, I decided I have to remove this guy. This is already added, this is getting added here. So now whatever we achieved with 2 for loops, we could get it with 1. So here you could see the count was 10 times we were iterating. When the number is big, this number will also be a bigger number. But just a comparison with this kind of array, we are still almost like that was 10 times, it is 6 times, 60%. Okay, so if I run this, let's see. Okay, so let's go through it. So our answer is basically wrong. If the size is 2, the window sum should be 6. It is coming as 5. So we'll see what we are doing wrong. So let's run. What we are doing is we take maximum sum, we take window sum, and then we say window start. Okay, these are all good. Here we calculate window sum. When we come here, we have a previous window sum, correct? Here what we are doing is we are subtracting it before. So the order is not right. So let's see why the order is not right. So we already have a previous window sum, correct? We need to check if maximum sum is 0 and window sum is there. So initial sum is not even saved. So what we are doing is we are already subtracting and then we are trying to save it. So here the maximum sum in the first case, would be 2 plus 1 plus 5, 7. It will be 8. Okay. And the second time, what it should be? Sorry, it is window of 2. So it will be 2 plus 1. Initially it will be 3. Second time it should be 6. Third time again 6. Fourth time 3 plus 1, 4. And 3 to 5. Got it? So the answer should be 6 now. So if I run now, the answer is 6. So what is the complexity of this algorithm? How much time does it take? So it takes, the complexity is n times. So what we are doing is we are running the loop. How many times? The number of elements. So if I just copy this and give you an example, a different example, and I can have multiple items. So I'll say 5, 6, 3, 6, 2. Okay. Now the element has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So my loop should run here 11 times. So the complexity is O of n. Okay. So this was the easiest problem which I thought I'll start with, and later we can try working on some medium problems, and we'll see like how we can use the sliding window approach in that. So I hope this is clear to you, and if you think of any improvement, please let me know in the comment. If you wanted to go through medium problems, subscribe this channel, because I'll be posting a lot of videos on this channel. So with this, let's end it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.